Hey guys, I'm SKV and you're watching SKV Plays On, and welcome to a video of Warframe. This is a video for Plains of Eidolon Remaster. It's a pretty big update. I've kinda cut it down for my own simple way of explaining. First of all, we got some new tenor reinforcements, a new sparring melee as you can see. Really high crit chance, 31%. Looks simple enough. It's a Grineer melee type. Needs mastery rank 9 to be able to use it. It's 150 platinum in the market. You can buy it, or you can go up against some new Grineer type of enemies called the Thumpers, which I will explain right now. Okay, these are the Thumpers I was just talking about. The first one is a Tusk Thumper, the second one is a Tusk Thumper Bull, the third one is a Thunder Doma. I think respectively they're named as such, but these three, either of these three may have a chance of dropping the sparring melee, which I just showed previously. I did get a chance to go up against the Thumper. I didn't find any vulnerabilities because it was my first fight. This is my first fight against the first Thumper, the Tusk Thumper. I didn't go up against the other two, I didn't find them, but for this video I could conjure up a little bit of this gameplay. This thing keeps calling in backup a lot, and obviously the name suggests it's a Thumper. It also has a feature of jumping up, but the Thumper is because of this. As you can see, it creates some kind of ground quakes. Just pushes you away, something like the mower that you've already seen, I guess. But after a while this Thumper just stopped and disappeared, so I just went back out into the star chart and I saw that Barokitier is pretty close to Orcus Relay in Pluto. Just in case, keep an eye on this. He'll be there in a few hours. But first, the Plains of Eidolon. We are going to Plains of Eidolon mainly because this video is about the Plains of Eidolon Remaster update. Why the remaster? Well, I'll just show you. Once we get into the Plains, you'll see quite a few changes. Before, you used to see the Plains were kinda, well, plain, nothing much to see. But then again, now when you enter into the Plains, if you by chance use a Arcwing like I'm going to and go up, check that out. Lots and lots of vegetations, lots of rocks here and there. The whole plains have been kinda molded a bit differently now. Definitely giving it a cool look to the whole plains now. It doesn't look so plain anymore, is what I'm trying to say. It definitely looks cool, definitely looks filled up, which was mainly what we needed, because the plains weren't that interesting before, other than the bounties or the Eidolon hunts that you needed to do. But now, pretty much when you go on a cave drive, you can find logs like these to do a few grinds on them. I did try a little bit, just getting used to the whole layout of the logs lying around. And the graphics of the water was really cool. And apart from this, what I was trying to say is Fortuna was very filled up and felt like it had a lot to do with all the mountains and all that, including the conservations. Speaking of conservations, right now Plains of Eidolon also has conservations of the animal. You can capture animals and conserve them. Right now I'm just trying to hunt a Kuwaka. I think that's how I pronounce the name. This is just my first hunt. I'm just capturing them just to show it off in the video. There is also another type of Kuwaka, or a variant similar to this. There's a variant even for Kondroks, but I didn't find those. The Kuwaka has spotted one. I think the spotted one is another variant. The Kondroks, these could be the normal ones. I did not find another variant, I think, but I did manage to capture two of them. Yeah, it does say common Kondrok. But also along with that, I would like to talk about the changes made for Warframes. Plains of Eidolon is done. We're coming to Warframes right now. This is Frosty. Speaking of Frosty, one of his abilities, the avalanche, could not be used when up in the air. Yeah, now you can. Most of the Warframes have got some changes made for the better. You can literally use some abilities which were not allowed to be used in midair. You can use them now. Similar to Frost, I even tried it on Rhino Prime. But here's the difference. Some of the Warframes need the ability to be used on the ground. So those type of Warframes, they do this cool looking slam on the ground first when they're going to use it. I'll just show you. When Rhino goes up, he's going to do a slam and then do the stomp. They don't do the stomp in midair itself, they do come to the ground. Similarly, Banshee, check it out, she also did the same ground slam and then, yeah. But then comparing Banshee and Rhino to my Loki and Frosty, I'm going to choose Loki right now. Show you that he doesn't do the ground slam to do the fourth ability, disarm. As you can see in midair itself, he did it. He didn't do a ground slam or anything. But some Warframes that do need the ground for their abilities, which were kind of not allowed to be used unless they were on the ground, they can be activated in midair, but they'll do a ground slam and then come down and then use it. That's what is some of the changes for the Warframes. And moving on, you can now collect FLOOFS even in Plains of Eidolon. Just capture the 3 new variants or the animals in the Plains of Eidolon and you should be able to get these new FLOOFS, of course. To get these FLOOFS, you have to make sure you capture those 3 new variants or the new creature also. That new one is kind of found towards the shores or water bodies, so I didn't find it. I could only show you guys what I captured. But there's also FLOOFS even for the thumpers, and interestingly enough, you can get these without having to capture these crazy giants. You can just go to Cetus, and at Cetus fast travel to Nakak, the little girl. She's going to have the FLOOFS and it requires a few resources. I had only the resources for the Tusk Thumper Bull FLOOF, so I was able to kind of waste that and be able to purchase it for myself, as you see. The others, I could not find any other resources, so I did not have any chance of buying them. But I will be later going to farm for these resources, obviously. But anyways, that's about it for this particular video about the remaster. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. It's just the basic information you need to know about the update. For more information, I've put up the link in the description. You can check it out in full detail. The update notes and the patch notes is there in the description, in the link. Please check that out and you'll get to know everything that is there or changed or added into Warframe. Pretty much from those notes for this particular update. But that's about it, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, sayonara, tata, I'll see you, bye bye, and as always, keep smiling. Ciao.